In a small village nestled between rolling hills and dense forests, there lived a young girl named Maya. She was known for her wild imagination and insatiable curiosity about the world beyond her quiet home. Every day, Maya would sit by her bedroom window, watching the distant mountains and dreaming of adventure. Her parents were simple farmers who worked hard from sunrise to sunset. They loved Maya deeply, but didn't understand her constant longing to explore the unknown. She would often spend hours reading old books she found in the village library, imagining herself in far-off lands and magical places. One crisp autumn morning, something extraordinary happened. While helping her father in the fields, Maya discovered a strange weathered map tucked inside an old leather bag hidden beneath a pile of farming tools. The map was yellowed and fragile, with intricate lines and mysterious symbols that seemed to whisper secrets of a hidden treasure. Her heart raced with excitement. The map appeared to show a path leading through the nearby forest, ending at what looked like a small marking near a rocky outcrop. Maya knew this could be her chance for a real adventure, something she had always dreamed about. That night, she carefully planned her journey. She packed a small bag with bread, water, a warm jacket, and the precious map. Before dawn, while her parents were still asleep, Maya slipped out of the house, her heart pounding with anticipation and a mix of fear and excitement. The forest was different from what she had imagined. Tall trees blocked most of the sunlight, creating a mysterious green twilight. Strange sounds echoed around her, birds calling, branches creaking, and occasional rustling in the undergrowth. Maya followed the map carefully, checking her direction and comparing the landscape to the markings. Hours passed, and the forest seemed endless. Her initial excitement began to turn into worry. The path was becoming harder to follow, and she realized she might be lost. Just as she was about to sit down and cry, she noticed something unusual, a cluster of rocks that perfectly matched a marking on her map. With renewed energy, Maya approached the rocks. Hidden between two large stones, she found a small metal box covered in moss and dirt. Her hands trembled as she carefully opened it, unsure of what she might discover. Inside the box was an old leather-bound journal. Its pages were filled with detailed drawings of plants, animals, and what seemed to be exploration notes. At the very back, a final message was written. To the curious soul who finds this, your journey is just beginning. Those words felt like they were meant specifically for Maya. She realized that the treasure wasn't gold or jewels, but something far more valuable, a story, a mystery, and the promise of more adventures to come. As the sun began to set, Maya knew she needed to return home. Her parents would be worried, and she didn't want to cause them pain. Using the last rays of daylight, she carefully retraced her steps through the forest. When she finally emerged from the trees, her village was bathed in the soft golden light of sunset. Her parents were waiting, a mixture of relief and anger on their faces. Maya knew she would be in trouble, but she also knew that this day had changed her forever. That night, as she lay in her bed, the journal hidden safely beneath her pillow, Maya understood that true adventure wasn't just about the destination, but about the journey and the courage to explore the unknown. She had discovered something magical, the beginning of her own story. The strange map, the hidden journal, and the mysterious message became her most treasured possessions. They represented a promise of future adventures, of worlds waiting to be discovered, and of the incredible potential that lived within her young heart. Little did Maya know that this was just the first chapter of an incredible journey that would shape her entire life, turning her childhood dreams into remarkable reality. As weeks passed, Maya couldn't stop thinking about the mysterious journal she had discovered in the forest. She spent every free moment carefully studying its pages, decoding the tiny handwritten notes and examining the detailed sketches. Her curiosity grew stronger with each passing day. The journal seemed to belong to an explorer from many years ago. Its pages were filled with descriptions of strange plants, unusual animal tracks, and hints of a hidden valley that no one in her village had ever mentioned. Maya began to realize that the journal was more than just an old book. It was a map to something incredible. One evening, While her parents were busy with evening chores, Maya noticed a small symbol on the journal's last page that she hadn't seen before. It looked like a tiny compass rose carefully drawn with intricate lines. When she held the journal near the candlelight, she noticed something even more surprising: faint markings that seemed to be hidden between the lines. Her grandmother, who lived in a small cottage nearby, was known for her knowledge of local history. Maya decided to visit her and show the journal, hoping she might understand its secrets. The old woman's eyes sparkled with recognition when she saw the book. "This belonged to Thomas Richardson," her grandmother whispered. "He was an explorer who disappeared in these mountains many years ago. People in the village thought he was crazy, always talking about a lost civilization hidden deep in the forest." Maya's heart raced. The story was becoming more exciting with each moment. Her grandmother explained that Thomas had been searching for an ancient settlement that was rumored to exist long before their village was established. No one had ever found proof of its existence. The next morning, Maya knew what she had to do. She carefully packed supplies, making sure to include the journal, some food, water, and a small knife her father used for farming. She was determined to follow the clues and uncover the truth about Thomas Richardson's mysterious discovery. The forest seemed different this time. Maya moved more confidently, comparing the journal's sketches with the landscape around her. She recognized specific rock formations, unusual tree shapes, and hidden paths that matched the explorer's detailed notes. By midday, she reached a part of the forest she had never seen before. The trees were older here, with massive trunks and branches that seemed to touch the sky. Strange flowers grew between rocks, and the air felt different, cooler and filled with an unexplained energy. Suddenly she saw something that made her stop. Between two massive stone formations there was an opening, almost like a hidden entrance. The journal's sketches perfectly matched this location. Maya's heart beat quickly as she approached the stone entrance. Inside, she discovered something extraordinary. Carved stone walls covered in strange symbols surrounded her. The ground was smooth with intricate patterns that looked like they had been carefully designed. This was no ordinary place. It was clearly the remains of an ancient structure. Maya remembered her grandmother's stories about lost civilizations. She realized she might be the first person in decades to see this hidden place. Every step she took felt like a discovery, every stone a piece of a massive historical puzzle. As sunlight filtered through small openings in the stone ceiling, Maya noticed something glinting in the corner. She carefully moved closer and found a small metal object, perhaps a tool or a piece of jewelry from the ancient civilization. Hours passed like minutes. Maya carefully documented everything she saw, making sketches in the journal and taking mental notes. She knew this discovery was important and that she needed to share it with someone who would understand its significance. When evening approached, Maya knew she needed to return home. She carefully marked her path and took a few small stones as evidence of her incredible discovery. Her mind was filled with questions and excitement about what she had found. The journey back seemed shorter, filled with the energy of her incredible adventure. Maya understood that she had uncovered something truly special, a secret that had been hidden for generations, waiting for someone curious and brave enough to find it. As she walked, the journal tucked safely in her bag and the small metal object carefully wrapped, Maya knew her life would never be the same. She had become an explorer, just like Thomas Richardson, continuing a story that had been waiting to be told for many years. When Maya returned home with her discoveries, her parents were worried but also curious about her adventure. Her father, a practical man who believed in hard work and simple living, listened carefully as she explained her findings. Her mother, more open to imagination, looked at the stones and sketches with wonder. The village was small, and news traveled quickly. Soon everyone knew about Maya's discovery in the forest. Some people were excited while others remained skeptical. The local teacher, Mr. Roberts, became particularly interested in her story and the journal she had found. Mr. Roberts suggested they should document everything carefully. He helped Maya create detailed drawings and notes about the stone structure and the mysterious metal object she had discovered. Together, they began to piece together the story of Thomas Richardson and the hidden civilization. Word spread beyond their small village. A few weeks after Maya's discovery, a team of researchers from a distant university arrived. They were surprised and excited by the young girl's detailed documentation and her careful preservation of the evidence. The researchers studied the journal, the stones, and the metal object Maya had brought back. They confirmed that the site she had found was indeed something special, possibly the remains of a settlement that predated any known local history. Maya felt proud of her contribution to this historical discovery. As days turned into weeks, more experts came to study the site. Maya was invited to join some of their expeditions, helping them navigate the forest and sharing her knowledge from Thomas Richardson's journal. She was no longer just a curious village girl. She had become an important part of the research team. Her grandmother was especially proud. She shared more stories about local legends and the whispers of ancient civilizations that had been passed down through generations. Maya realized that her discovery was connecting her to a much larger story of human history. The metal object turned out to be an ancient tool, possibly used for crafting or ceremonial purposes. Its design was unlike anything the researchers had seen before. They carefully photographed and studied it, understanding that it could provide new insights into ancient technologies. Maya's school became interested in her discoveries. Her classmates, who once thought of her as just a dreamy girl with wild imagination, now looked at her with respect and admiration. She gave presentations about her adventure and the historical significance of her find. The university researchers invited Maya to continue working with them during her school breaks. They were impressed by her keen observation skills and her ability to understand the journal's complex notes. She was learning more about archaeology and historical research than most students her age. Her parents, initially worried about her adventurous spirit, now understood the importance of her discovery. They saw how her curiosity and determination had led to something truly remarkable. Her father even started telling her stories about local legends, connecting her to the region's rich history. As months passed, the site in the forest became an important archaeological location. Careful excavations revealed more about the ancient settlement. Maya's initial discovery had opened up a whole new understanding of the area's past. The Journal of Thomas Richardson, once considered the ramblings of a crazy explorer, was now seen as a valuable historical document. Researchers studied every page, finding clues and connections that had been missed for generations. Maya continued to explore and learn. She understood that her adventure was not just about finding a hidden place, but about connecting the past with the present. Her curiosity had unlocked a story that had been waiting to be told for hundreds of years. Her small village, once a quiet farming community, became known as the place where an important historical discovery was made. People from different parts of the country came to learn about the ancient settlement and the young girl who had first found it. As she grew older, Maya knew that her life would always be connected to exploration and discovery. The forest, which had once seemed mysterious and scary, was now a place of wonder and knowledge. Her childhood adventure had transformed into a lifelong passion for understanding the hidden stories of the world. The story of Maya and the hidden civilization became a local legend, inspiring other young people to be curious, brave, and willing to explore the unknown. Her discovery proved that sometimes the most important adventures begin with a simple curiosity and a willingness to look beyond what everyone else sees. As years passed, Maya's discovery continued to shape her life in unexpected ways. She became a professional archaeologist, dedicating her career to exploring and understanding ancient civilizations. The forest where she had first found Thomas Richardson's journal remained a special place in her heart. The university that had initially supported her research offered her a position as a lead researcher. Her team continued to explore the site, uncovering more secrets about the ancient settlement. Each discovery brought new questions and excitement about the civilization that had once lived in this hidden place. Maya's reputation grew beyond her small village. She gave lectures around the country, sharing the story of her childhood adventure and the incredible findings that followed. Young students were inspired by her journey, seeing how curiosity and determination could lead to remarkable discoveries. 1. Summer, while conducting additional research, Maya found something extraordinary. Deep within the stone structure, hidden behind a carefully placed stone panel, she discovered a collection of ancient artifacts. These were different from anything they had found before. Intricate tools, beautifully crafted jewelry, and strange writing tablets. The writing tablets became her most exciting discovery. They seemed to tell a story of a civilization that was far more advanced than anyone had previously imagined. The symbols were complex, suggesting a sophisticated language and cultural system that challenged everything researchers thought they knew about ancient societies in the region. Her grandmother, now quite old, would listen to Maya's stories with pride. She would often remind Maya that some mysteries are passed down through generations, waiting for the right person to uncover them. Those conversations became some of Maya's most treasured memories. The metal object Maya had originally found continued to be a source of fascination. Experts from around the world came to study it, trying to understand its purpose and significance. It became a symbol of the unexpected discoveries that can happen when someone is brave enough to explore the unknown. Maya's parents watched their daughter's success with amazement. The little girl who once wandered through the forest had become a respected researcher, changing the way people understood local history. They were proud of her determination and her ability to turn a childhood adventure into a lifelong passion. As technology improved, Maya's team used advanced scanning and research methods to study the site. They discovered that the settlement was much larger than they had initially thought. Underground chambers and complex architectural designs revealed a civilization that was far more sophisticated than anyone had imagined. The local government recognized the importance of the discovery. The forest area was declared a protected historical site, ensuring that future generations could continue to learn from this incredible place. Maya was instrumental in developing preservation and research plans for the location. Her childhood journal, now carefully preserved, became an important historical document. Museums requested to display it, showing how a young girl's curiosity had led to a significant archaeological discovery. Maya would often laugh when she remembered how she had first found the journal hidden in the forest. Research continued to reveal surprising details about the ancient civilization. They learned about their agricultural techniques, social structures, and technological capabilities. Each discovery seemed to challenge existing historical understanding and opened up new areas of research. Maya never forgot the excitement of her first adventure. She made sure to work with young researchers, encouraging them to be curious and brave. She would often tell the story of Thomas Richardson and how a seemingly crazy explorer's journal had led to such an important discovery. Her work inspired a new generation of archaeologists and researchers. Schools began to teach about the discovery, using Maya's story as an example of how individual curiosity can lead to significant scientific breakthroughs. Young students would write to her, asking about her adventures and her approach to exploration. As she approached middle age, Maya knew that her life had been extraordinary. The little girl who once dreamed of adventure had become a respected researcher who had changed historical understanding. The forest that had seemed mysterious and scary had become her life's greatest passion. Her discovery continued to generate excitement in the scientific community. Researchers from around the world collaborated on understanding the ancient civilization, with Maya at the center of these important investigations. What had started as a childhood adventure had become a lifelong journey of discovery and understanding. Maya understood that some of the greatest adventures begin with a simple curiosity and the courage to explore the unknown. Her story was a testament to the power of imagination, determination, and the incredible mysteries that wait to be uncovered. As Maya entered her later years, her passion for discovery never faded. The archaeological site she had first discovered as a young girl continued to be a source of wonder and research. Her team had uncovered more secrets than anyone could have imagined. One cold winter morning, something unexpected happened. A young researcher named David found a hidden compartment deep within the stone structure. Inside, he discovered a collection of strange documents that would change everything they knew about the ancient civilization. The documents were written in a complex language that took months to decode. Maya, now a senior researcher, worked alongside younger scientists to unravel the mystery. Each translated page brought more questions and excitement. They were discovering a complete history of a civilization that had been forgotten for centuries. These new documents revealed an incredible story. The ancient settlement was not just a simple community, but part of a much larger and more advanced civilization. They had complex social systems, advanced knowledge of astronomy, and technologies that seemed impossible for their time. Maya's health was not as strong as it used to be, but her mind remained sharp. She would spend hours reviewing the new findings, connecting them with the journal she had found as a child. The pieces of the puzzle were finally coming together in ways she had never expected. The university where Maya had worked for decades organized a special conference to share the new discoveries. Researchers from around the world came to hear about the findings. Maya was the guest of honor, sharing the story that had begun with her childhood adventure in the forest. Her original discovery had sparked decades of research. What had started as a young girl's curiosity had become one of the most significant archaeological finds of the century. Museums around the world wanted to display the artifacts and documents they had uncovered. David, the young researcher who had found the hidden compartment, became like a grandson to Maya. She saw in him the same curiosity and passion that had driven her own discoveries. She would spend hours teaching him about research, sharing stories of her adventures and explaining the importance of staying curious. The local community had changed dramatically since Maya's first discovery. The small village was now a center of historical research. Schools and museums had been built, bringing people from all over the world to learn about the ancient civilization. Maya's childhood home had been turned into a small museum dedicated to her work. As her birthday approached, the university organized a special celebration. Researchers, students, and local community members gathered to honor her lifetime of discovery. Maya looked out at the crowd, remembering the little girl who had once wandered through the forest with a mysterious journal. The ancient civilization's story was more complex than anyone had imagined. They had sophisticated agricultural systems, advanced mathematical knowledge, and a deep understanding of the natural world. Each new discovery challenged existing historical understanding. Maya's original journal, now carefully preserved, became a symbol of how important curiosity can be. She often told young researchers that the most significant discoveries often come from being willing to look beyond what everyone else sees. Her family was incredibly proud. Her nieces and nephews would bring their children to hear her stories, passing down the legacy of curiosity and exploration. The story of Maya and the hidden civilization had become a family legend. The research continued, with new technologies allowing even deeper exploration of the site. Underground scanning revealed entire networks of buildings and passages that had been hidden for centuries. Each discovery brought more excitement and more questions. As her health began to decline, Maya made sure to document everything. She worked with younger researchers to ensure that the story of the discovery would continue. Her notes, collected over decades, became an invaluable resource for future generations of archaeologists. On her final birthday, the university created a special research fund in her name. It would support young researchers who showed the same curiosity and determination that had driven Maya's discoveries. Her legacy would continue to inspire future generations. Maya's life had been an extraordinary journey. From a curious young girl in a small village to a world-renowned researcher, she had changed the way people understood history. Her story was a powerful reminder that the greatest adventures begin with a simple desire to explore and understand. As she looked back on her life, Maya knew that her childhood discovery in the forest had been more than just a moment of luck. It was the beginning of a lifetime of discovery, a testament to the power of curiosity and the incredible mysteries that wait to be uncovered.